Today I'm gonna show you the most useful shortcuts in FL Studio you will 100% use, so let's start. At the beginning, I will show you the most common shortcuts that everyone should know. So now, press P to open Draw mode. It's the default mode in FL Studio. Now press C to open Cut mode, and you can simply just cut your patterns or nodes in the piano roll. Now press B to open Brush mode or Paint mode, and you can do, for example, something like this. These three shortcuts are most common in FL Studio, but if you want to know more, on your display you have all these shortcuts. So now let's move to the piano roll. Let's say you have simple 2-bar melody and you want to copy it to the next 2 bars. You can of course select it, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V, copy it to the next 2 bars, but it's a faster way to do it. Just press Ctrl B and your notes will be copied to the end of the last note of the bar. So let's say you have something like this, and now you're gonna press Ctrl B and your notes will be copied to the end of the last note. That's why you wanna make sure that you cut your notes perfectly to the grid. Now let's say you wanna randomize the velocity of the notes, and it's a faster way to do it automatically than manually. Just simply press Alt R to open Randomizer. Now here you can adjust panning of the notes, velocity, release and other things. You can play with these knobs and you see our velocity of the notes is already randomized. You can also change the panning of the notes if you want to. Now let's say you wanna adjust the gain of all notes or only selected notes. To do this, press Alt X to open level scaling and play with this slider here. Now you see you can adjust the gain of all your notes or only selected notes. Next shortcut will allow you to offset your notes from the grid. To do this, press Alt S to open Strumizer. Now play with these knobs and adjust how strong you want this effect and press Accept. And now you see, your notes are not perfectly in the grid. It will make your melody more natural and less digital. And let's say you wanna undo it and just press Ctrl Z to do this. But you can also open a Quantizer. To open Quantizer, just press Ctrl and Q, and now you see your notes are perfectly snapped to the grid. And you can press also Shift D to make them shorter. Next thing is not really a shortcut, but it will allow you to work faster. Change the mode to the cut mode, pressing C, and now right click with Shift on your piano roll, and you can cut this note and the tail of the note will be automatically deleted. And you can do this at the beginning too. This shortcut is one of my favorite. Let's say you wanna make a hi-hat roll, but we will do it easier. For example, you wanna add hi-hat roll here, and to do this fast, select this note and press Alt U to open a chopper. Here you can adjust how many notes you want, and then press Accept and you have simple hi-hat roll. I use chopper a lot, especially when I do hi-hat patterns. Next thing is LFO. Let's name it Velocity LFO. To open Velocity LFO, just press Alt O, and now you see what it did to the velocity of your notes. You can change the value, range and speed. I don't use it, but it's a cool thing to know. This shortcut will allow your notes to play only one note at the time. I don't know how to describe it correctly, so I'm gonna show you an example. You see how these notes look like. Now I'm gonna press Ctrl L to open Articulator and press Accept. Now you see what it did to your notes. I love to use it when I do my AO8 patterns. Now I'm gonna show you how to transpose your notes faster. You're just gonna press Ctrl and up arrow or down arrow to transpose your notes by octaves. Pressing Shift and pressing up arrow and down arrow, you can transpose your notes by semitones, let's say. And it was the last shortcut in piano roll. So now let's move to the mixer. Now I'm gonna show you how fast you can add channels to the mixer. Select your all channels like this, go to the mixer track and press Ctrl Shift L. Now your channels are linked to the mixer. Now I'm gonna show you how to copy effects from the track to track. For example, I wanna copy this halftime to this keyscape. To do this, click here and save preset as, and drag it to the channel you want to copy this effect. When you wanna copy all effects chain, right click on the channel, go to File, and here you have Save Mixer Track State As. You wanna drag it the same way as earlier. And now your effects chain is copied. So it was a quick tutorial about the shortcuts I use and many producers use, and these shortcuts will allow you to work much faster. So thank you guys for watching, subscribe this channel and like this video, and see you next time.